would probably have a more positive view of non-human races.
Right.
Because you actually had good relations with. Uh-oh, Rach, you might need to mute.
Oh, you're hearing stuff.
Yeah, hearing the echo.
Rip.
All about that
So,
echo.
so you guys have had, good relations with non-humans near you, but the town that you're in now has been a little more isolated than you have, and because everyone was pushed into this town, the sentiment by the majority of the town of Arlen's Fall is not the same. There's a lot of distrust for non-humans. There's a lot of people blaming raiders from Drome, and so it's a pretty tough time in the town. So, without further ado, we can begin. Jamie, if you want, you can go ahead and fully start the stream.
And live.
Okay. Welcome everyone to game one. We begin our journey in the town of Arlen's Fall. It is on the outskirts of a fort on the border to Drome in Brayland. The town has kind of grown organically as many people from the frontier near the mountain ranges were pushed back, ordered by the king to give up everything. And it's bustling, it's crowded, and there tends to be just this feeling of malaise surrounding the town. A lot of people are unhappy, but life goes on. As we find ourselves in the market square, let's see if this works. Right.
She's watching me eat.
So we catch up with Fira as she's heading through the market, running an errand, heading towards the general store to pick something up. As she heads there, she's stopped by her adoptive brother. Now, her adoptive brother is a kobold by the name of Nog, a longtime friend of the family. When they lived on the frontier, unfortunately, his family was killed in a fire, and your father took him in. And for the last 4 years, he's been pretty much like a brother to you. As you're walking towards the store, he comes upon you and quickly grabs your arm. Fira! 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 Stop! Come quick! He's pulling on your arm, trying to get your attention. You can see the boundless energy as he's fighting to get your attention. You can go ahead and unmute yourself, Rach.
Wait, are kobolds the ones? Are they like dragony?
Yes. Yeah, he's very
perfect.
short of stature. And he has black scales with kind of like whitish fur.
Gotcha.
I absolutely love that you moved him down a little bit when you said he's short.
Whoa. Dang, you scared me. I almost punched you in the face.
Sorry. Look! Look! He holds up a scrap of parchment. It's a torn piece of a map. He pulls it out, and he shows it to you. It's a map! It's close! It's nearby! We can do it! There's treasure! But that's not even the best part! From digging within his pack, he holds out another, more carefully rolled parchment. And as he hurriedly undoes it, he shows you that it fits together. I found this! In the inn! It was just lying there! But look! It fits! Instantly...
So you stole it.
Bingo. Instantly, you know he didn't just find it. You know that his tendencies lean towards... And to him, it's always something you've struggled with. For him, he doesn't really have really strong notions of ownership. And you're immediately deeply concerned.
Dude. Oh, God. Dude. You gotta keep your voice down, okay? You're talking about treasure. You're talking about stealing things. Quick, come over here. Let's talk over here.
He kind of nervously looks around, and you lead him off a little bit away. No steal. It was a stranger. He's new to town. He doesn't need it. Look, it fits. As you
what kind of treasure do you think
look
it is?
At the map, on the crumpled piece he's had, and he's kind of shown it to you before, and it vaguely does resemble a map. However, on the second piece that he recently found, it has a like phrases written in a language you don't recognize. They're runes, and it looks like, some type of inscription. And as you look at the two pieces together, you get a little bit of an uneasy feeling. And you can tell that the piece that he proliferated is very well cared for, and potentially he could get in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm. Do I know where the map, like where it's showing, like the geographical location?
You don't know. You don't know where it starts, so no. But it is possible. The way the map looks is it looks like it was torn in 3 parts. So the main part he has is very badly crumpled, is like the bottom of a triangle. The piece he took is the upper right corner. You're still missing what would be the upper left section, and you're not sure because, you've never given it much thought, because a map's not very good if you don't know where to begin, right?
Right. What did the stranger look like? What did the stranger look like that you took this from?
An elf with a shield and a sword. But he's a stranger. He's not from here.
Did he look like a nice stranger, an angry stranger, a rich stranger?
He wasn't very good looking.
How would you know? Look at you.
He kind of puffs up. My scales! Look at them! They're glorious! But he's just an elf. You get
I'm just wondering if this nap of yours is gonna...
Yeah. You get a pretty bad feeling.
Yeah, it's going to be more trouble than it's worth.
And you have because he's called out that it's a stranger multiple times, you kind of want to get at least take a look at the person yourself.
Is the stranger still, you said it was at the inn? Is he, I guess, is he still there?
Maybe. Do you think he has more?
Well, maybe he has the missing piece. Fira doesn't actually think he has.
You can see he just quivers when you say that. Let's go! Let's go! And he dashes off towards the inn. You struggle, but you manage to keep up as you dash off towards the inn. In a slightly different part of town, Tarosha is walking from... Yep, that's you. You're walking from the temple. Now, it's a pretty small town, and the temple is more of like a pantheon. Many gods are served, many gods are represented, but you and another priest who are followers of Baldre have established... What's that?
Oh, it's my people in my house yelling. Sorry.
Okay,
Keep going.
I'll ignore. You've established you're starting up an orphanage to care for some of the kids, and you're walking out of the temple, and as you do, one of your kids runs up to you.
Hey, what's going on?
You see Willa. Now, Willa is a completely wild child, untamed and doesn't care. She quickly runs up to you, pulls on your hand, and she says, Drosha!
What are you doing? What's happening?
You can see that she's scared, but trying not to show it. She's trying to be brave.
Okay. What's going on? What are you up to right now?
There's a problem over by the crossroads.
Okay, I'll go with you. Can you tell me about it?
It's bad. They're hanging people.
Uh-oh.
Immediately, this is setting off major alarms.
Right.
And you can think of a few people who might be involved. And the number one that pops to your mind is Dem. Like D-E-M. Dem. Yeah. Dem. That's a terrible name. I'm not going to go with that. Let's say Dern.
Dern. I like it.
Dern. Dern is a drunk, and he is mean. He is also one of the most vocal against the non-humans, against those who have been pushed back from the frontier. He's just all around an awful person.
Okay, so he's a drunk racist. All right.
Yep, pretty much. So that's the number one name that pops to your mind, and it's the burning question.
But how did you find out? Were you there?
she kind of looks at you because you know she's not supposed to be out that far. She knows
Right.
she's not supposed to.
I promise you won't be
I
in
was-
trouble. Just tell me what you saw.
It's down and but Rosha, it's bad. It's real bad. They've already killed one. It's bad.
Oh, okay. Ooh. I want more information, but I don't want to terrorize this child some more. Um, okay, why don't you run along inside and I'll go check it out, okay? I promise. I'll go
All
see if I
right.
can do anything.
She nods. Rosha, there's a lot of them though.
Oh, jeez.
Don't go alone.
Okay. I'll see if I can find anybody to help. Okay?
Be
I'll
careful.
check it out. I will, I promise. I promise. I'll check in with you when I get back, okay?
She scampers off, and immediately you know you're going to need some help.
Right.
You know that there's probably very few other people that you would trust other than Soren and Fira. And you know where Fira goes, Nog's going as well. As you search around, you manage to find Soren,
Okay.
who is working in somewhat of her. It's in her usual spot.
Right.
She's got a little bit of a workshop where she makes her miracle cures,
Mhm.
and she's deep in it. And as you come up to her, Soren, you see Tarosha approaching you, and she looks like she's pretty frazzled.
So Soren usually saves most of the less than acceptable behavior to other towns to when she's visiting other towns.
Okay.
So she does her work in this town, but most of the time she'll be ready and willing to help the locals in this area, and is instantly on alert when anyone walks in looking like they need help.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Soren. Have you seen Fear today?
Unfortunately, no. Is something wrong?
Are you super busy, like, right this second?
I suppose I can put down what I'm working on. What's up?
Well, I heard from a very scared child that there's a bunch of people being hung outside. So, hanged. That's the word I'm looking
Here?
for. Yes, apparently, including, Jern, and apparently a bunch of others.
Soren instantly drops what she's working on and comes around to the desk. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's see if we can find Fira and Nog on the way.
Of course, yes.
Okay, so we'll take off towards that direction.
All right. As you guys are heading out, you see a mutual friend, and you call out to her and just ask, have you seen Fira or Nog? She turns to you and she says, yeah, they just ran off towards the inn.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, just as we are heading, oops, hold on one second. All right. I don't know how this is going to look, and I don't know if everyone's going to be able to see. So, for strength vision, fishing, Let's try that. Okay. So Fira, with Nog in tow, you head off towards the leaky tap.
What is the drinking age in this town?
With this time period, I would say it's probably like, not really something that's enforced. So,
Okay.
I would say like 16, 18, you wouldn't have any problems.
Okay.
So
Just wondering, because Fear is like 16, 17.
Yeah. I mean, if you were dead set on it, you could probably do it. Just as you guys are walking up, sorry, Soren, you're not there. Just as you guys are walking up, the door opens. An elf steps outside, frantically kind of looking about, immediately spies Nog and points at him as he has just stolen something very valuable.
I immediately go over.
Uh-oh.
Madame!
Yep.
Jamie, we can barely hear you.
Madame! Can you hear me?
Barely. You sound like you're like a room across from your mic.
Really weird. Alright.
You might have to turn him up because
Yeah, I got him up pretty loud and he's still quiet today.
Yeah, same.
Let me make sure that I'm using the right one.
Get ready to turn it down, everyone.
Oh no. So it's the
Actually,
first
yeah.
full
Am I still
session.
echoing?
It's time for troubleshooting, so no worries.
I actually do
Am I
have Jamie at
echoing?
max volume, so I think he is a little bit lower. I have him at
We
200%.
we generally only troubleshoot mid-game. It's the only right way, obviously.
Right? Well, you can't know what works and what doesn't until you're using it.
Alright, how about now? How about now?
Nope.
So for those that are having problems hearing him, if you just right-click on him, you can up his volume to 200%. That's where I've got him, and he sounds pretty good.
Here's my fear, is that at some point he's going to fix whatever the problem is, and then we're all going to be deaf immediately.
Oh god.
It will happen.
Like right-click him on Discord.
Yep, if you right-click in Discord, you can set the user volume to... Like, it's hard. Like,
Mine's
some
at
mics just
100
don't...
for everybody.
Right,
Yep.
so just slide his user volume to 200%, and you should be able to hear him just fine.
Jamie's usually pretty
It doesn't,
easy to hear, so.
It doesn't go any further for me. It stops at 100.
I also have him already at max.
Yeah. Jim, you
Alright,
probably
like
do
this.
too.
I do.
And
yes.
that's why the three of us are like, oh no, he sounds fine, because we've already had him maxed at 200%.
Really?
I have him maxed, and I still can barely hear him.
But I only maxed him in the last few minutes. I
Microphone
usually
is,
have him
like,
around
right
100
in
or
front of my
less
face.
because he's so loud.
Jamie,
So-
just turn up your input volume.
It is.
Like, all the way.
How come you guys can max them to 200%?
Damn it, Jamie, you're
and it doesn't
ruining
let me
the
slide
game.
past 100?
Son of a bitch.
How come you guys can go to 200% and it only
Hey,
lets
I'm
me go to
astounded.
100?
Because we're cool.
Rachel, have
Jamie-
you ever used any technology?
No, I live in the woods. I don't do this stuff. I don't do this shit.
How does it not let you go past 100? The default is like letting you go up to 200.
No,
Jamie,
do you
you're
want a
really ruining
screenshot?
your
If I could
voice.
figure out how to send screenshots.
If you can manage that, I would love it.
Please
Take
do
a
it
picture
immediately.
with a manual
Are you
camera.
going to take a picture of your computer screen with your phone and then text it?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do? Nice. I
That's
knew
what
it.
I was thinking.
That's what my mom does, so I was just wondering.
I am your mom.
Oh no. That means you need his grandma.
How about now? Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, that's way better.
Yay!
You did it,
You're
Jamie. I'm
louder.
really proud of you.
Yeah, shut up. I mean, shut up, Jim. That was directed at Jim.
Yeah,
Of course.
Jim sucks.
Yeah, that Jim guy.
All right. Back to scene.
Back to scene.
Oh, look at that. Jamie's at 100% again. I love it.
You, Madame, is this your child?
This guy? Are you crazy, mister?
Nog
No,
immediately
this is just like that time
hides
This is
behind
just like
you.
that time you told me there was treasure in the bank.
Madame, I suggest you hand over what he has stolen from me immediately.
Nog just kind of
Prove
like
it.
looks to you.
All right, Mr. DM, how do I know it's him?
He wasn't that subtle. There's not many black scaled kobolds. He was not that subtle. Now, Jamie, for Silas, your captain gave this to you, this scrap of parchment, and told you before you headed towards this way that it would be important to guard it. And you've kept it on your person. Unfortunately, Nog was watching you, saw it, thought it was pretty, snatched it, and then looked at it. But it is definitely something that is very valuable to you.
Yeah, Silas screwed up.
Ma'am?
Fear's gonna get real defensive. Just gonna say, he didn't steal nothing. Look at him. He's an outstanding citizen. Isn't that right, Nog?
Right.
Oh yes! I didn't take nothing.
He doesn't even know what that means.
You don't need to roll an insight roll to know. He's got guilty written all over his face. His little tongue is darting out, kind of licking his muzzle.
Should I see Silas's token?
Yes.
Oh, you
I don't
don't?
see it. No, I just see Fira and Nog.
I only.
You see the two old people sitting on the bench on the porch?
No.
You're just not looking up far enough. I think if you scroll up.
Oh, wait.
Zoom in.
I don't know what technology is.
You're at the very bottom of the map. There's a
Guys,
lot
it's your
more.
first computer. Can you be nice?
Wait.
So yeah,
can I-
so Silas is right over
With
here.
the game paused, I can't move my token.
Oh, let's fix that.
Can I move up though? Like,
yes,
because
you
I can
can
zoom
now.
in and out, but like.
So if you right click, you can drag the map around. So if you like right click and hold it, you can just move it all around.
Okay, gotcha.
The way that you anywhere that you want. Amanda, Shy, and Jim, can you see?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could only see Silas though because I hadn't scrolled far enough down. It's also my
Gotcha.
first one, so it's fine.
All right. So Silas, you approach.
I approach, and I say, that thing had his hand in my bag. When I turned around, he grabbed something out of my bag and ran out the door.
Can't be true. He doesn't even have hands.
Get him on the technicality.
Yeah!
No.
That's right! Now,
Yeah, show him your claw hand. I mean, not hands.
Silas, you can see that he's pretty scared. And you can kind of... Actually, go ahead and roll an insight for me. So you know he's really scared, but you're a little bit uncertain because Fira seems to be really defending him,
Okay.
or whoever this half elf is, since you haven't been introduced. And so you're kind of wondering if you shouldn't try a more diplomatic approach, because maybe she doesn't actually know that he took it.
Listen. Where was your friend 10 minutes ago?
I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Where were you 10 minutes ago, Nog? Fear turns and winks at Nog.
He kind of seems to really think about it.
Fear is rolling her eyes.
Oh! Huh! And it just like suddenly dawns on him. I was at the inn! I was here! No! I was at home!
Right.
And he just kind of looks at Silas.
Oh my god.
What did you do with the map?
It's my map! I found it!
Oh! You didn't find it, you stole it. Hand it over.
He holds out a crumpled piece that you don't recognize. And it is clearly a map. Now, yours really wasn't a map,
Oh.
right? Yours was actually just an inscription. But your slip of the tongue caused him to pull out the wrong one. And as you can see it, you immediately see that it's the same runes that are on your piece of the parchment are also on the map. And it's an actual map. And this is something that not even your captain knew about. They thought that this was the only piece remaining. And all it did is give locations, which is why you're here. And immediately upon seeing the actual map that actually shows directions, you're like dumbfounded.
I immediately check my pack to see if I actually still have the piece of parchment that I originally had.
As you're looking, he's just too damn excited. He pulls out your piece and he says, "See? Look! They fit! They fit!" And he just kind of puts them together because he's so excited. So immediately, you see your missing piece of the parchment.
That's my missing piece. I mean, that's my piece.
At this point, Tarosha and Soren rush towards the inn, seeing Fira and Nog and some stranger.
Hey, this looks important or whatever, but we need you, Fira and Nog. We need you both.
Okay, well, there's like this thing, and there's like treasure involved, maybe.
Oh,
and, like,
so
there's
people
the
are
thing
being
that you were talking. So there's no treasure.
I'll give you 5 gold pieces for your piece of this parchment.
Tarosha,
no way. This
you
is way
don't
more
know what's going on, and you clearly see that Fira hasn't gotten it. And you know, as scared as Willa was, whatever Dern's doing, it's bad. He has done bad things before, but this was bad.
Fira, Dern's hanging people outside town. People that have just come in. We need to go north.
Fira looks at the map and seems torn. She knows.
Take it with you. Let's go. Maybe he can follow you and try to barter with you.
Hey, mister, what do you think about taking a little detour real quick before we talk about this whole map business?
If we must.
You seem to not be from here because I've never seen you before. You probably care about other people that are not. Let's go make sure that they don't die immediately. Thank you. And I'm going to start walking away.
And Troshi, you can see that this elf that's before you is clearly some type of a warrior. So might not be bad.
Yeah. You seem like you might be proficient in something useful. So come on, please, let's go.
I guess we follow
Now,
her.
Silas, you know, without question, you not only need your piece back, but for your mission, it is critical that you have both pieces.
Okay.
All right? So you are willing to do whatever it takes to try and recover both pieces.
Is this is a new day, right? Can I change a spell? Is it too late?
Yeah. Nothing that we did from session 0 needs to be constant. If you guys need to adjust your characters, go right ahead.
So I follow the group, I guess.
All right. So you guys head out of town, and let me see. So Arlen's Falls is right about here. Hopefully you guys will all load it. It's just south of Orkbone, but there's kind of a major road that follows along the river, and so just outside of Arlen's Fall, there is a well-traveled crossroads. It's a little bit of a walk, but it's not too far. So as you guys head out, you come across a scene as you're approaching the crossroads. You see a pretty big crowd. And you see a lot of people shouting, and you can't really see, but it's a lot of townspeople as well as some of the more people that you would expect. All right. So as you guys head this way, and you can zoom out a little bit, you see people shouting. There's all kinds of people shouting. Most of these are townsfolk. On one hand, up here, you see a goblin arguing with, let's see here, show token, nope, dang it. This guy. Nope, sorry, this guy, right here. This is Dern. He is a mean bastard. He has a noose around what looks like an orc. Now, this is clearly not an orc from town, unlike this guy right here. This looks all of these guys right here, the goblins, the gnoll, and the orc, look like they're, coming from drone. Next to the orc is a human who has his hands bound behind his back, a noose tight around his neck, and just standing over the portal. You hear shouting happening between the goblin and Dern, and as you guys come up to this scene, it is just pure chaos.
What do we do? What do we do? I yell, Dern, what are you doing? What is this?
And now you'll have to really shout. In fact, with the crowd as raucous as they are, you're probably going to have to get closer. Because there's so much shouting. There's shouting coming from here. It's crazy.
Yeah. We have to stop this.
Fear's gonna take out her short sword and start pushing our way through the crowd.
Perfect.
The goblins are yelling. Sorry, I didn't realize that would zoom the map like that. But you hear them yelling in Goblin. I don't know. Does anyone speak Goblin?
I'm looking. Nope.
Party overview, languages. I don't think that's one. But there is some orc. And so this guy is yelling. So Trosha, you would hear that yell.
I don't
from
speak
the
Orcish either.
Not Trosha, I'm sorry. Soren. Soren speaks orc. So as you... Alright, so Fira, you're moving closer. Trosha, you're moving closer.
Yeah.
As long as you shout from here, you might be able to get someone's attention.
Okay. Hey. What's happening? I'm yelling quite loudly.
All right.
I'm going to yell to Dern specifically. Dern, what are you doing? I mean...
He just kind of turns at you, and he just scowls as soon as he sees you. And he just says, "But out of here! We'll take him back ours."
What do you mean what's ours? What did you have before this?
We're finally killing these bastards, these murdering savages.
The only person I see murdering somebody here is you.
They're all filthy. And this one, he points over to the human.
Half elf.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta move up. You gotta move up to see him.
Who's... Oh, is there...
Yeah, there's like a sight range.
Oh, hold on. I need to turn that off. I wasn't intending that. Hold on. Do. There we go. Oh, there still is a sight range. Why isn't that going off? There we go. Alright. So yeah, over here he points over to a half elf, the half elf, and he says, "This one's just as bad as the others, cavorting with these foul creatures." Now, Styles, you don't know anything about cavorting. What you do know is that you were getting ready to pay your guides to take you further on into Drome, when suddenly this group of mostly drunk and angry degenerates ambushed you and your guides, which would be these guys down here, and you probably would have already met your end if these others hadn't shown up over here.
Now, I've got a noose on me, though, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Because I just, not to mess things up, but I wasn't able to speak the last I knew, so I'm not able to tell them any of this, right? I'm just kind of being significant with my eyes going...
Yep.
Okay. I'm tap dancing. That's all you see is a little elf guy tap dancing going...
So as Styles is like trying to push against, this one with the burns and the scars. You fuckers! You killed my girl! Lost everything because of you! You're all going to die! He turns to Dern.
Who specifically did these things?
He doesn't even hear you. He turns to
Gotcha.
Dern and he says, "Kill him!" And Dern has just an awful look on his face as he goes to pull the lever for this orc.
Nope. We're not doing that. Who's in on the orc he's pulling?
The Hummin's pulling the
sure
lever.
can.
Can Fira draw her crossbow? Fira draws her crossbow.
Okay.
Being discreet.
I cast Hex on Dern.
Oh.
Oh, it's not the spell I meant to click on. Sorry.
What just happened?
Yeah, where
You deleted everybody. Jim's dead. It was nice gaming with you. Haven't seen you in a while.
What the heck?
Bye. Oh, the Windy Soldier's
Hold
back.
on 1 second. Well, that's just lovely.
Why do your people keep disappearing?
Because I don't know how to do quick encounters, apparently. It doesn't even make sense. Okay, there we go. Okay, everyone roll initiative
Oh,
before
I
we
don't
do
wanna-
anything else.
I know how to do
Let's.
this.
I definitely know how to do that. Hold on. Okay, I don't know how to do that.
I'm looking too. I'm like, wait a minute, how do I do that?
All right. So if you go to your character, your character sheet on the attributes
Oh, there
tab,
it is. I see
just
it.
to the right of your
Armor.
class is I, and that's for initiative.
But I clicked it. No.
it's because the game's paused.
Oh, mother!
Oh,
Really?
stop pausing the game.
Try it now.
No? Alright, that was my guess, but it's... Yeah, it's not
I think you have to select your character before you hit it. Your
I am
token,
selected.
Yeah, it just doesn't like me.
It doesn't like anybody.
Oh.
What'd you do? Nate broke it.
No active encounter in your currently viewed screen.
No active combat
There it is.
encounter, yeah.
It's yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I rolled.
Now you can roll.
Oh. 18. Did everybody just get real quiet?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Oh
I was
man.
talking to my dog, so I muted myself.
No. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to the spell book on here.
Okay. All right. So you can look at the. Oh, real quick. Can someone hover over this guy and tell me if you see a pop-up?
Do
Do
not.
not.
Yay!
Then
Okay.
it just says uninjured.
Yep. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. So Tarosha,
Yeah.
you're up.
Okay, I am going to. Da 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 da. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on the orc that's being hanged right now. What is? Okay, so if I can
Sanctuary. Nice.
Uh,
1 sec. I actually screwed him up. I
okay.
don't know how I screwed him up.
I think you'll have to tell me when it's my turn because for some reason I can't see anybody's numbers and I'm staying at the top of the list.
Refresh your browser.
Started.
I'll tell you that
Browser?
much. Yep,
Okay.
refresh your browser because
Browser.
Just see what?
I'll tell you this much. From my experience so far with Foundry, if anything's acting like you shouldn't expect it, refresh your browser.
I'm not using Internet Explorer.
No, you're probably using Chrome like me, right?
I'm pretty sure Foundry wants you to use Explorer. Is the problem?
No, I was joking.
No, it definitely
I
recommends
still have the
Chrome, but
same problem. I'll just close the browser, I guess, and see what happens.
What's the issue? Are we supposed to see a initiative tracker somewhere? Because I don't see it.
you can. So if you look at the right hand side of your screen,
Sure.
where the chat window is and things like that, there's a fist, right? And if you click on that fist, it will show you.
I see it now. Okay. The whole.
But I haven't actually begun combat. I just now started combat. But
Right, gotcha.
okay, so Styles, I do see you there.
Yeah, I just closed my browser and restarted it. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I'm on there, but only I was on there. There we go. Much better.
Okay, so let me fix this guy. I'm going to delete this token. Okay, so you are casting Sanctuary. You can, if you select the little person at the top and the target, which looks like a bullseye, you can target him and then cast your spell.
Okay. Target. Oh, frick sticks. Hold on. I refreshed.
I mean,
so it closed my
what's
character.
the problem, Amanda? It's only been like 7 weeks since we last did this. You don't remember
The first
something you
time,
did
yeah.
for like
When we didn't
14
do
seconds?
any game point. Yeah. Yeah, and I've definitely had nothing going on between then and now, so and there's really no excuse at all. Okay. Is there Sanctuary? But okay, cast. Okay.
There you
So
go.
it's given him Sanctuary,
I
which
don't
is
know.
You don't know what?
Okay, so the DC is only for those who decide to try and do harm.
Correct. So if he tries
Um,
to hang him now, he'll have to make a wisdom. Because he's trying to do harm to him.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
and then
or do it to somebody else. Shit.
Oh, guess who's just got bumped up in the priority list? Okay, Trosha.
Wait, please. I have a quick question. Is Sanctuary a... It's not a... What's the word I'm trying to say?
Concentration?
Yes, thank you. It's not a concentration.
No, it is not. If
Okay.
you look down below the spell DC, it just says it's a bonus action.
1 minute,
1 minute,
30 target.
and target creature, which means,
Gotcha.
Tarosha, that you can also cast a cantrip if you so desire.
Gotcha. Yes, on Dern, I would like to cast Sacred
Okay.
Dern, please. DC 14.
Ooh. He does not make it,
6
therefore,
damage.
he takes the damage.
And that is the end. Wait, let me see. Is anybody around us, like around me currently, aggressive?
Yes, quite a few.
Everybody?
What's the
Great.
range on that?
On what? Sacred Flame?
No, you said is
I just want to
anyone
know
around
if
you
anybody
aggressive?
around me is aggressive. If I move, am I going to get attacked?
Yes. So you have this guy and this guy.
You know what I didn't do is I think clerics are supposed to have plate armor. Did it? Oh, I have no armor right now. Just super cool. So that's fine. Which guys are aggressive?
I'm moving back some of the townspeople because as soon as you started casting spells, they
Right.
started. So basically, a general rule of thumb is anyone with this type of border is
Oh, a gold
potentially
border?
aggressive.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Because you don't really know where the goblin gnoll where they
Right.
stand,
Yeah.
but there's quite a few that are some of Dern's like flunkies.
Right. I'm actually gonna move. Still have it on the targeting my. I move myself right here. Just to be flanking for Pharaohs. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. As soon as he sees the blast, this goblin. Oh. What the hell? Oh. Because I'm at the wrong layer. He steps back and he's gonna try and rush over here.
Uh-huh.
That is his turn. The gnoll just like lets out a and charges the burned guy as he screams out. And he lunges in for a vicious bite attack.
Is it not showing right for you, Shy? Is that what's showing for you right now? Oh no, that's an old picture. Ignore me.
But it does not. His snapping jaws reach towards the burned man and do not hit. Styles,
Right.
you're
Styles.
up and bound.
Okay, Styles is going to use his acrobatics, and if his legs are free,
They are.
okay, and he is going to basically try to flip himself up and hook the rope and try and get the tension off his neck.
Okay.
See if he can get his legs up.
Now,
He will fail.
just so you know, there's no tension because you're on a trapdoor.
Oh, that's right. The trap hasn't gone yet, but I might be able to get out if I can get my leg high enough.
Right.
To pull myself.
Yeah, you don't have a whole lot of like wiggle room to step off the trap, so that probably is one of your better options. So I'm going to say, with that,
Fail.
ability checks. Yeah, I'm going to say that it's not an easy task. So you almost manage to hook your leg up there, but when you fall back down, it's a painful jerk against your neck. So that is your action.
I could totally flip upside down and climb up on my feet.
No
my
problem.
character
Right?
should be able to do it, you know? Yeah, no,
All right.
totally.
Any bonus actions?
No, because I can't make any noise. So nope.
Okay. All right. This guy is rushing in. I really need a mod that tells me as I move how far I'm going. That'd be
Nate, it's been like
sweet.
7 weeks, and I don't know why you wouldn't have this stuff prepared yet.
Right? I
really-
know.
It's really unprofessional, frankly,
It's pretty bad.
and frankly kind of selfish.
All right, so that's as far as he can go.
Oh,
Boo. But he runs in. Fira. You see as the knoll strikes at the burn man, you see men starting to come in, charging Tarosha. You also saw that Styles is trying to frantically get away and get some slack so he can release himself. What do you do? There's a lot happening around you.
Vera is gonna look around in bewilderment, and she's gonna shoot an irritated look at Nog for being very far away.
Oh, dang it, I didn't even put him in initiative.
oh
I
snap.
assumed that he was hiding. How far can I move? How do I know
And
that?
of course he rolls a natural 20.
What?
Maybe he was too scared to go on the first round.
Yep. He's using teamwork makes the dream work, and moving his initiative to just below Fira.
Love it.
Can Fira tell him what to do? Like,
Heck
right
yeah.
now? Can she be like,
Yeah, you can on
"Oh,
your
like
turn.
free
You
that
can
guy"?
say, "Ooh." He as you look back, he just kind of like quickly nods to you.
Sorry, that was my dog. He nods.
Hitting
Yeah.
a gong.
Yeah, when he's hungry, he throws his food dish against the wall.
Same dog, same.
It's really annoying. Okay, so if Nog nods, then can Fira draw her crossbow and point it at, what's his face? Durm, the drunken guy?
Turn. Yep.
Durm, yeah. So I'd like to take a hit at him, or try.
All right. So if you click the bullseye, then click his character, it should put like a cross, and then you can roll your attack.
Okay. Oops. I got the bullseye on him, and then I roll... What do I roll here? What do I press?
So if you go to your character sheet, you can go really just to your inventory. If you're using your bow, then you can just click on your bow and then click attack. I think you can also... No, you can't right-click. So yeah, if you just click your short bow, then you can click attack.
Okay.
And there it is.
Attack.
Okay. That is a 9, which just misses. So you stand back, you release your arrow, but Dern is like struggling with the orc who's trying to keep him away from the lever. He's like kicking at him, and your arrow sails right between the two of them. Now you can make a move action, just keep in mind that this guy is starting to threaten both you and Tarosha, and he will get an attack of opportunity if you leave his range. Is that still your dog?
That is my I didn't feed him, so he's looking.
Well,
He's looking
do you want to move or end your turn? If you go with ending your turn, go feed your pup.
Wait, can I move away from the guy that might attack me?
He will attack you if you move away.
But he will attack you if you move away, and that's because you have to do a full disengage. Because if you think about it, you just launched an arrow. You're kind of distracted when you take an action, so that works. So we'll move on to the next one, which is Nog.
Please feed your dog before he gets...
Oh, wait. Oh, that's weird.
What'd you do?
Probably got to refresh my browser. I have this little thing, this circle that shows me who's next on the map, so I don't have to necessarily closely watch the character screen, but for some reason it's not leaving.
BTT is sad tonight.
BTT. Oh, Foundry? Yeah. Okay. So let's see how far he can go. So there's 60 feet. So he is hauling ass.
Shit.
So he does a double run as he's kind of scurrying down, not quite on all fours, but he's leaning forward and keeping an eye on the guys with swords. All right. So this guy is up next, and he is definitely going to swing his scimitar at the scarred man, but just barely misses. But he is going to step just a little bit closer. Okay. All right. Since those prisoners are tied, they are not going to get an attack of opportunity. So he is going to step over here. And Tarosha, he fires a crossbow at you.
That's pretty rude.
That's pretty rude indeed. And it is not a hit. So the bolt
Wait,
goes...
are you sure? What did he hit? What did he roll? 14?
14.
Yeah, so my armor is 9. So...
Oh my god, I was looking at your health.
Hit points? Yeah. So I think I'm supposed to have heavy armor like I was saying, and I don't.
Yeah,
so...
hold on. Let's look at your character sheet. There's no way. Inventory...
Yeah. I just don't have any armor or inventory. So I have
leather armor?
That's what it says. What it gave me when I made the character.
You have a -1 dex.
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeesh.
So I guess I just
yeah.
have a 9 armor, and I'll just have to grid. So
Yeah,
That's
you're definitely
that's a hit.
that's a hit.
Yeah.
So hold on. I didn't select you when I did that. So
So I have -1 dex, but I have leather armor. That should give me, I don't know, no addition, and a shield.
Are they equipped?
yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, your shield should be giving you 2. So you should
Right,
have
and
11 at the very least.
my leather should start me at 11, and then the shield should give me an extra 2. I should be at 12. Because it says unequipped. It's equipped.
I had this problem in Matt's game. I just don't remember what we did to fix it. Maybe just try re-importing it.
Hold on. Equipped armor. It's not. No, it won't. When I go to recalculate it, it doesn't fix. I can do custom formula. Okay.
No, don't do
No,
that.
no, I was talking about the Beyond button where you re-import it.
I know, but I can manually override it for now.
No, don't do that. Because we can calculate it. I'll fix it
wait.
later.
It just fixed itself when I did
Yeah.
custom formula.
Well, I did a re-import
did.
too.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's fixed now, at least.
Okay, but that is still a hit because I was looking
It
at
is.
your
My health. Yep.
health.
Yep. Okay. So what's my damage?
Give me a second. I can't even roll it. Every time I do something, it freaking does so many damn pop-ups. So I'm like just waiting for those all to go. Okay.
There we go.
5 damage.
Okay.
I will roll damage. No, that's not doing it. Are you guys seeing my rolls?
No.
It says 2.
Yeah. How are you seeing my rolls?
Some of them are private and some of them are public. It
it's just sad. It
doesn't
seems to be
have a
random.
discernible.
Oh, huh.
Is it because you're getting?
It's because I set it to be public when I was doing languages. So there we go.
Okay.
All
right.
You take 5 points of damage.
So where do I do that? I just change it in that first 16.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, good. We're good.
Okay. Next bandit's turn. Burning Man. Burn Man. He is
Badly
going to
injured.
attack the goblin.
Okay.
But it is with the between the knoll and the goblin, he nearly drops his weapon as he stumbles, but just manages to catch himself. And that is his turn. Dern is quite angry with you, Tarosha.
Aww. I'm really sad about that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Brokenhearted. He is going to attempt to pull the lever.
Oh, good.
So he reaches towards it, and he does. Because Sanctuary doesn't protect York from the lever, unfortunately.
He's doing something to specifically his weapon.
Yeah, but he's not actually attacking. He's just pulling a lever.
What?
So even though he's like Sanctuary protects attacks, like he actually has to make a will save, but it doesn't even affect him as he pulls the lever. As he does, the orc drops, but is not killed. Like, it doesn't break his neck, but he is now struggling to breathe. As his hands are tied, he's shaking and his body is shaking. And after he does that, he rushes around, ducking under to this lever right here.
Shut the fuck.
Okay.
Try making my new character.
God.
Hey, I have a quick question. This side of the platform,
Yep.
is it just like an open platform? Like, can we see that the orc fell? Can we
Yes,
see him?
you can see underneath, absolutely.
Perfect.
But there are, like, you can't just run into it because there's like crisscrossed
Oh, that's fine.
beams.
I was just wondering if I had line of
But
sight.
yep, you absolutely do.
Perfect.
All right, the guard rushes forward. For turn! He yells. Oops. As he attacks. That is a hit.
Jim and I will be re-rolling our character this evening.
That is a pretty big hit.
Cool.
Which as he just finds like the perfect spot. As you're bringing up your shield, he manages to get a cut, and you take 7 points of damage.
Nope.
All right, Silas, you are up.
Right. So I want to use lightning lore.
Ooh.
This guy that's being flanked, like Tarosha and.
Yep.
And I didn't turn it.
So I have a question about that. So since he's
Strength
pulling him
DC.
away, do I still get an opportunity
No,
attack?
You do not.
No.
Fine.
No, those usually say. He does not make it. So what does that do exactly? So you create a lash of lightning
Yep.
that strikes. It does 2 points of damage, right?
It pulls him to me.
As you do it, the lightning manages to like lash around. He pulls to you, but as soon as he does, he's down.
2 points.
So he is completely down.
Cool.
All right. Do you have a move action?
Yes.
I'm assuming that's a cantrip, right? You have?
It is a cantrip.
Nice.
Stop targeting. Damn it. Keep targeting myself.
Target yourself. Stop targeting yourself.
I am going to move to right there.
Okay.
Oh, hey there.
All right.
Hey, you're flanking him now. You can get advantage.
He's not liking the looks of what happened here. So as he comes up and brings a crossbow to Silas. Now Silas, that just barely hits,
Okay.
and you take 5 points of damage. All right, Soren, you are up.
All right, let's see. Give me a sec. 30? Okay, I think I can hit this guy without hitting any of my allies. Let me see.
Where are you trying to hit?
Where the fuck this dude is? How do I target?
This guy?
Yeah, so if you click
guy.
the bullseye, you can then click on.
Yeah, I've got him.
Okay, cool.
I've got him.
Is it this orc here, though?
No, I'm not trying to attack that guy. I'm trying to attack the guy diagonal to my right without
This guy.
hitting the. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I gotcha.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Okay.
that he wouldn't. If you're using like anything ranged, he wouldn't have cover from anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, might as well go ahead and use this. My plans kind of got screwed up a little bit by people moving around, but this will work. Come on. Hello? Okay. Let's see. Yes. Cool. Okay.
Hey!
Ooh.
DC 13.
All right. So
All right.
this guy is making a dex save. He does not make it. Therefore, he takes 3 points of acid damage, and you can see he's pretty badly injured.
Could be better, but I'll take it.
Did it give 11 damage? No.
No, I think I accidentally clicked the roll crit on that one, or
Gotcha.
someone
I
did.
was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Any other actions? Nope. You already ended your turn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
The orc continues to struggle, as he's currently, being hanged.
Mm-hmm.
And we are back to the top of the round. Tarosha.
Okay. So is he like just struggling, or is he like taking damage? Like, is he taking damage to 0?
Yeah, combat happens quick. So, each round is 6 seconds. So everything is kind of happening all at once. So he just recently fell. You know that if you know, being somewhat of a healer, he doesn't have long because he's being completely restricted.
Gotcha.
So something needs to happen soon, but he's not like actively taking damage.
Gotcha. All right. So I am going to cast Toll the Dead on Jern.
Ooh.
DC 14 Wisdom.
As you stretch your hand forth, speaking with concentrating on Dern and speaking the word.
What did he roll? Oh, and he's taking damage.
Turns to you with a startled expression. Yeah, you can roll a d12 if you want. Since if you click the little die, where are the die roll?
It's on the left. I got it.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, as he turns and just briefly makes eye contact with you, as he's reaching for the lever to pull and unleash the trap on Silas, he jerks and falls.
And I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself so I don't die.
Boom.
Toll the Dead is an action.
So, yeah, it's a cantrip, so you can do, if Healing Word is a bonus, you're good.
Yeah.
There you go. So then, boop.
And that is my second step.
Yeah, I did the same thing. All right. So I'm taking you're not
Um,
going to move, or are you going to?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Sorry, I had a call come in. No, I'm gonna.
You stay put.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This goblin continues to run around and immediately cuts the bonds that are holding this guy and moves a little bit further towards his other friend. And that will end his turn. The Knoll is going to make another. This time he grabs his spear and attempts to attack the Burning Man. And that is a hit. All right, as this guy also falls.
Okay. 3 down.
Okay, Styles.
All right. How close is the guy that just fell down?
I mean, he's probably close to about 7 feet away from you, but
This
he's
guy
also like
here?
down. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You're talking about this guy.
Burning guy.
Yeah. He's with
Oh.
same distance actually. You're about equal distance between the orc.
Okay, so I can't like
Currently,
step
yeah.
on his head, basically. Okay.
I mean, you could, because you're technically, you could move over to here easily. You could go over there and kick him.
All right. Well, so while I do my acrobatics to try and get out of this thing, I'll use his head as a step off to try and give myself some advantage.
There you go.
So, how's that?
That will work just fine. So as you see him fall, you turn and look. You take a couple steps, jumping off of his head. You manage to hook your legs up and around, and you're now hanging upside down. That's what you're looking for, right? Hanging upside down with your legs.
Right. So I can try to get my head out of it.
Yep. So now, on your next turn, you can absolutely try and get that noose off.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right. Well, he's not very pleased, and the townsfolk are continuing to flee. He comes in. He's going to make one more attempt against Tarosha. And that is also a hit.
Ugh.
I'm going to use a reaction.
Ooh, what's that do?
It's interception, so I'm going to take off some damage.
Yeah, how much you taking off? Oh my god.
Wow.
Yep. So Tarosha, as he comes in, just swinging, and just as it's about to like bite into like your thigh area, Silas quickly leaps forward and just slams his sword, and it just goes wide. You take no damage.
Oh, hey, thanks, new friend.
He just curses, and goes steps just a little bit closer over here.
How much damage would it have? I'm curious.
Well, he blocked 12, but you would have taken 5.
Oh, okay. Oh, it sucked.
Yeah, Fira, you're up.
Oh, what happened to Nog this whole time?
He goes after you. He's just slow. You got to remember, this is only the second round.
There's a lot of.
There's just a lot of things happening all at once. So you can see that there's only like 4 guys that are still threatening, and these guys are looking like this ain't going their way, and they definitely don't look like they're enjoying themselves.
So I probably want to hit
straight
like
up not having a good time.
like one of these dudes with like the circle shields.
These guys.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna. She's already got her crossbow out, so I'm gonna aim for the one that you've got your little cursor on right now.
All right.
So I might also request to take a 5-minute break in a second because I gotta take my dog out.
No problem. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, let's see.
All right. So that just misses. As your arrow goes wide, between Silas threatening him and him lunging in to make attacks towards Silas, your arrow just misses its mark.
Lame.
Now you can move this time. In fact, you could probably make it to the orc that is currently being hanged.
I would love to do that.
All right. Yeah, no one's threatening you any longer. So you can move your token. We're going to pretend that you're underneath, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you hastily snap off a shot and go from there. Now, okay. Can he do it? Oh, just barely. Dang. Alright, so Nog is going to scramble, and he just climbs the front of the gallows. But he doesn't quite have enough time to get to him. So as he gets up there, the goblin steps forward and shouts, but this time he shouts in common, and he just says, "It's over! Throw your weapons down!" And the 2 guys in the back toss their crossbows to the ground, and the 2 facing Silas and Trosha sorry, sensing that things are definitely not going their way, they take a small step back and they drop their swords. So if unless anyone has any further actions, we can end combat here.
I have a quick question regarding town history. So I know that the town was a pretty close-knit town, and a lot of people have moved. So what is the law situation like in town? Like as far as lawkeepers and stuff? Is it more of a vigilante thing usually, or is there like a set law system that's very strictly adhered to?
No, I mean there is still a law, but I mean, think of it in terms. It's more like frontier law, like
Yeah,
martial law. So
gotcha.
you know,
So,
there is such a thing as like justifiable murder, right? I mean, it
okay,
happens. Drunken brawls, things like that. I mean,
yep.
life's rough out here, and it's not like the cities, so it's a little more lax. But there is still law. It's just, does
Um,
that give you an idea?
yeah, I just was trying to figure out my next course of action as far as apprehending and like if it's worth it to turn people in or like if anybody will say anything bad about like Phil's when they
You know
basically.
that these guys. I mean, Dern would probably have taken the most of
Punishment.
the punishment. You feel like both him and the guy who was horribly scarred, there would have been serious consequences. For the others, I mean, there probably will be consequences, just not as severe. Most of the
Right.
law actually comes from Fort Orkbone, where there's
Okay.
actually a military presence. And there is somewhat of like a magister in Arlen's Falls who kind of acts as a sheriff, but you know some of these people as well. You know that
Right.
some of them they're misguided.
Right.
They're
There's been a
but
lot of
they're not,
changes and they're probably
yeah.
scared about what happened. Okay.
And you know
Um,
Dern riled them up.
right. I was more concerned about whether I should do something about Jern before he died, but
Ah,
I'm not concerned about it now. So, um,
he was a pretty hateful man.
yeah, I kind of figured that, and I feel like the neutral and neutral good is neutral enough for me. So that's fine. Okay. So, you guys are going to have to pay the consequence. This is not how we treat people in our community, whether you view them as people or not. This
They
is
just kind of scowl and look at each other, and really they won't meet your eyes. Um, so real quick before we get into too much dialogue, let's take just a bit of a break,
yeah.
if that's cool with
Okay.
everyone. All right.
It is.
Sweet. It's 15. When should we be back?
hands, you know,
Right.
rabble rouse, you know, just good old boys.
Yeah.
But the one closest to you, I'm going to say this guy, you know he has a wife and kid, and you know you probably have a good feeling without Duran, Dern's involvement, he probably wouldn't have been a part of this. He's for the most part a not bad guy.
Right. And what's his name?
Let's say Kleb.
Clev?
Yep.
Okay, just figuring out what I'm gonna say when we get started.
All right. Rach, you said you're back. Shy, are you back?
She posted something about a 15-minute wait in the Frontiers channel.
Oh, yeah. So she needs a few more. Dun, dun. That's fine. I'll just play Animal Crossing till it's time. I got fish to catch.
I'm gonna say
Mexican bread.
that Fira is able to, like the Knoll is gonna come up and help Fira. He's gonna cut the rope. They're gonna rescue the orc.
Oh, good.
And Nog
Sorry.
manages to cut the rope on you, Styles. So when we reconvene, you
I'll be
will be
right back,
free.
sorry.
Yep, you're fine.
We're not starting yet. It's fine. She's just sitting up on that railing. She's like cleaning herself like a goblin.
Goblins are truly fastidious.
And most cats are goblins. I have to post a picture of her my sister took while she was...
I have to get up at like 5:30 tomorrow. I'm so sad.
Oof.
That's disgusting. It's a week.
I know.
Also, school has started again, so I'm up for a day now.
Wow, school's already started for your peeps?
Yeah, and we ended late. They usually start pretty early. They started late last year because of COVID and everything. They were hoping it got better, which we all know it didn't. Sorry, I was posting this stupid. Yeah, so we started late last year, so they didn't end till the first week of June, and then they started this past Wednesday, which is normal for Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're usually out in...
Back.
All right.
Who are we missing?
I think Rachel just had to step away for just a second.
I think
Oh no,
Rachel?
was that you? That was
Guys.
Rachel's thing.
And I'm
No,
here.
Shy's not back.
Shy had to step away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shy's
okay.
not back yet.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, but it's our last year of high school. It's terrifying. I don't like it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Not a fan. So how was everybody's week?
I'm just glad it's Friday, let me tell you.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Aw.
We are working.
Friday means my vacation is over, and I don't feel like I had one.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing about vacation. Since I end eventually.
Like, vacation, yeah, I'm going to do nothing. Oh, except for change the toilet out, and so on and so forth. You're free, so there's plenty of things you can do.
We should just not have vacations, because then you're so bummed out when you go back. It's
Oh my god.
Or we could just not go back. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
The universal basic income time.
There you go.
Yes! Let's get more people on the UBI train!
I'm really appreciating the loot
Andrew
box.
Way.
The loot box tokens appearing over the characters.
So the cool thing is you guys should actually be able to loot them. I'm playing out with that. So if you move your character token over and click on it, you should be able to loot it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, inventory. Crossbow
There
bolts,
it is.
staff.
Okay.
Look
Light
at that, a
it
potion
didn't
of
quite-
healing.
Okay. Someone stole all the treasure right in front of me.
Now you can also, there is a loot all button, but there's also a split 5 ways button if you guys want to share. I'm just saying.
Hey, you snooze, you lose.
Yep.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh man, I missed out on both of them. Alright, what about this guy? What's he got?
Which guy? Oh yeah, he died too. We're just.
Can I loot someone just walking around?
Some dude that just helped out.
There you go. All right.
I don't want any of that crap.
So, all right. So as everything ends, Tarosha, as you just kind of look at Clev, he doesn't like meet your eyes. You can tell he's pretty. Now, a lot of the townsfolk, now that the action has passed, quite a few of them have walked away since they were clearly.
Did I clock anybody that looked like particularly for it or particularly against it?
You get the general idea that most of the townspeople were for it.
Okay. Okay. Clev, this isn't the type of town that I grew up in. I mean, I grew up here, and this doesn't feel like home anymore. And it's not because of all the people moving in, and it's not because of all the changes. It's because of the attitude of the people that I grew up with. And you have children, and you have a wife. Is this really the type of town that you want to leave behind for them? Is this the type of place where if your kid makes a mistake or does something, do you want somebody to be able to take out justice without any course of action at all? Is this what you're going for?
He just kind of looks away and he says, "You know what they did in the war. The raids."
Do you know these people? Did you see them? Humans have done... Is this a human? Half-elf? Elf?
He's a human.
Yeah, okay. Humans have done some atrocious things too. I don't want to be hung for those things, do you?
No. I'm sorry.
No whole people is innocent. Can't blame everybody for something that somebody else did. That's not who we are. It's not how it works. If you need to talk, you can come see me at the... What did we call it? Church? It's church, whatever. You can come see me at the church. Maybe we can set you up with some type of service and get to know some of the people moving into town.
He just kind of scoffs at that and looks away.
A lot of them have been helping out at this church. I notice I haven't seen you around. So from what I've seen, they've been more helpful than you have. Can you guys help me tie up their wrists and gather up their weapons so we can see lawman?
I got gathering up the weapons, that's for sure.
Good. So I'm gonna lead
Hey,
Clev. So for whoever wants to lead the rest, is the orc okay?
Yeah, they were able to grab him.
Oh yeah.
You each, I thought I could do it automatically, but apparently I can't. You each got 90 experience points for that, which I've already added to you.
Woo woo.
So the like the gnoll, the orc, the goblins, they'll kind of group up together. Nog is kind of gazing quizzically at your gear, Styles. He seems quite interested in in some of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, after the initial shock of everything, he was gonna start looking for his stuff because he wants to make sure he doesn't lose that piece of paper.
Yes. So
yeah, don't leave it anywhere.
Yeah, because Nog will steal any piece of paper he sees.
Clearly. Tarosha, you see someone who you respect from the town. He was the only one that was not, like, egging them on. He talks to you and he says that he'll see these four to the Magister.
And what's his name?
His name's Isaac. You know him.
Isaac. Okay.
You
He's a
trust
bartender.
Thanks, Isaac. I appreciate it. Let the Magister know that church is open for volunteers if they need to do more to help out the.
You bet. He says to you, "Come on, you lot," and he takes them back towards the town.
Are Fira and Nog helping Styles?
Yeah, he's down. Nog cut him
He's
down,
He's good.
and
He's holding his throat and he's
He's-
like making hissing noises, like, and he's like got tears in his eyes and he's looking around frantically.
uh,
And Fira says, "Wow, first day in town, huh?"
Nog
Sure.
looks at you, Fira, and he just says, "I think his throat's cut."
You know, it takes some people a couple years to make enemies around here.
Here we talk.
He kind of looks at you and he like holds his throat. He's like trying to like talk, but it's not coming out. And he's looking around for something.
That's okay. When you're ready.
One of the guys who was set to be your guide carries over your pack to you, Styles, in which you have your like quick little chalkboard type communications device.
They have some wool. Because remember, I wasn't actually not able to talk before this.
Oh, my
This
bad.
was new to him, so he was gonna once he found a bit of fleece, he was gonna use the minor illusion to talk.
Oh, okay.
So, but he'll gratefully smile at the guy and take the pack and start going through it, look for his focus,
Okay.
so he can make the spell.
All right.
Thank you for saving me, he says. But it's coming through a spell.
He can't talk. He's using something through a spell.
He casts a cantrip that that comes out.
Nog like takes a step back in surprise, and he just looks at Fira. A wizard! He's a wizard! And he just looks excited.
No, he's shaking his head, and he takes his musical instrument, his harmonica, and starts blowing on it, pointing at it.
And he is even more impressed than ever. He just kind of like claps his little claws together and does just like a couple of like little bouncing moves.
All right, I'll smile sadly and I'll play him a little tune to dance to.
All right, and he gladly obliges as he jigs around, getting super close to the edge, but never quite falling off. He twirls around, grabs Fira's hand, and kind of twirls her a little bit, and then he suddenly stops, and he remembers, and he says, "The map! We can go now! The treasure!"
Oh, the treasure! Right! Fira turns to Silas. Well, from where she is.
Can I buy that piece?
She eyes him.
He pulls the pieces out as he's waiting for Fira to go. Styles, make a perception roll.
Ha 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 ha!
So you hear like him talking about a map. You find it curious, and you see a couple of he's holding a couple of pieces of paper. And
They're
at first,
not my paper, right?
Well, at first nothing really stands out to you, but you can see that as he puts the pieces together, you can see almost that your piece looks like it might fit. I mean, it could be coincidence because you can't really see what's written on them. But you were watching the little guy pretty closely as you sang a song, as you played your instrument, and were watching him dance. And so you definitely, it's piqued your interest.
All right. Well, I will play a discordant note and tap him on the shoulder, and then pull out my piece and point at it.
He runs over and makes like a snatch for it.
Nope.
And
mine, damn it.
Not. I was gonna do career selection.
My cat attacked our son. Put her in timeout.
That's not what I wanted. Huh. Ooh. Alright, fine. Oof.
Peter.
He is, I'm going to say you win. And you're just able to get it out of his hand as he snatches for it. Please, please! He just like is trying to reach up and grab at it. Silas, you see what looks like it might be a third piece.
You're not the bard. Talk.
Oh, Jesus.
Were you muted?
No, I wasn't muted. I thought you were talking to Styles.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
your names are
You're
way
Styles.
too similar.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jim.
I'm
Oh,
gonna need
Silas
one of
and
you.
Styles.
Might have to do a
I need one of you to
reevaluation
change.
after this.
Oy.
I'm killing this character. Screw you guys.
That's fair.
How do I? What have I been told? Like what? I'm kind of confused on what my purpose is.
Sure. So what you were told is you were given the note, and you were told that it references some place near in Drone, and so you were sent. No one thought too much of it. At least your captain didn't think too much of it. It was something they deemed as appropriate to someone of your rank to go and investigate. But they really themselves had no idea that there were more pieces, let alone that you might find them. So you yourself are a little bit out of sorts. You've been traveling and kind of asking directions. Your piece of the parchment has names, but they're old names. Names that predate Breland, that predate the Five Kingdoms that Galifar the First founded. I mean, this is old, back when the goblins ruled most of Corvair. And so a lot of the script is in like a very old, archaic dialect of Goblin. Now, you had translated a lot of your piece of it, and so you know the name of an old town, but that's all you knew, and you were just sent to investigate. Like I said, you had no idea that there was more to it, much less the potential for a map. And if Styles actually has a third piece, you have no idea what could be on that.
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm still trying to figure out a voice for this guy. Sir. And I point towards Styles. What is your interest in this parchment?
All right, he'll cast it, and he'll say, "This is a map that's going to help me find what I'm seeking." It looks like the little one has some pieces as well.
Yes, he has my piece.
I definitely put my piece behind me now.
Quickly, Noggins. No, they're mine. I found them.
Uh-huh.
In my hand, little one.
Please! They fit! They fit together! He turns to Fear. Don't you see they fit?
I see. So let's
I will protect Nog
let's
with
talk
my
this
life.
out.
What'd you say?
I said I will protect Nog with my life.
Nog, remember what we talked about. Just because you want something really bad, more than the person who has it, doesn't mean that it's yours.
He just kind of like looks at you with like the most, scaly, lizardly puppy dog eyes you've ever seen. He just holds his two pieces, but they fit.
His two pieces, you notice. His two pieces.
Look!
It's okay,
Look!
we got this.
I have an idea. And he kind of goes forward towards the edge of the gallows, and he carefully puts down his piece, which clearly shows an actual map. And then he puts down the piece that he collected, and it has runes, and you can see that some of the runes appear on the map portion. Look, and he turns to Silas. Put it down! Put it down!
Yeah, but you take a step back.
He kind of like fidgety, still kind of like hopping from foot to foot. He takes like half a step back and just, he's like trembling. Put it down!
No, I
Put
guess
it
that's
down!
the mood. Jeez.
Alright, I will go over and put it down with my fingers still touching it.
All right. As you put it down, you see that on your piece, there are runes, a little bit of the map, but there's also a script. Now, you've been looking... hold on one second, actually. Styles...
The Song of Creation.
No, I know that. What I wasn't sure of is what languages you speak.
Primordial, Elfish, and Common.
Okay. Silas and Tarosha, you both recognize the script as Sylvan.
Ooh.
You know that it's either a type of poetry or, you know, in looking at it, why don't you both make an intelligence roll?
Just straight intelligence?
Yep. Well, with whatever bonuses. So if you go to your character sheet, you can just hit the intelligence attribute and it'll roll for you. Boom. Silas. You recognize it's a song.
Do I recognize the title of the song?
You don't recognize the song, but you can see in the cadence there are notes accompanying actual words.
What piece is this that is on?
This is the one that Styles had. So for the first time, you can see it all together. You have a map that carries from Nog's piece to Styles' piece, runes that come from Silas's piece that appear on all three, and then the Sylvan script that actually has what looks to be a song.
I don't know, but I know the notes of it, basically, because I read the music.
You've been able to make out the notes because you can see that they're musical notes. You just haven't been able to read the lyric.
Right.
Yeah, read the words.
Nog, where did you get your piece of them?
Who asked that? I'm sorry.
I did.
Okay. He just turns. I found it.
The first one, but when did you find it? Farah, how long has Nog had this map piece?
What was that?
Farah,
Sorry.
you
How long
know...
has...
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just asking how long Nog has had this piece and where he found it.
Do I know that?
So, Fira, you know he's pretty much had it as long as you've known him. It's been something that he's carried around. He tried to get you to go on it, you know, like find what it meant, you know, tons of times. And you guys have gone around, but nothing was familiar. Like, again, it's hard to use a map if you don't know where to start, and you don't recognize any of the landmarks. So for you, you've really just ignored it. But pretty much, I would say for the last 9 years, it's literally his most prized possession.
Where he got it, I couldn't tell you, but he's had it since, I don't know, since as far as back as I can remember. I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was one of
No.
weird things.
Until now, I wouldn't have thought anything of it either. Nog, how old were you when you found this map? When you found your piece, your first piece?
He's like so super intent. Like he glances your way like twice before he realizes you're talking to him. But then like when he realizes what you're saying, he gets a little sad and he looks down and he says, My mother gave it to me.
Oh, I see. I see why it's so important.
Soren.
Hello.
As you are kind of like just listening to all this, your curiosity gets the better of you, and you just kind of like take a look, and you see that you can actually read the runes.
Ooh.
They're again a really ancient, kind of like almost like a hybrid. You know, you can't read it fluently, but it's clearly Goblin, or like a form of Goblin. It's like not really anything you've seen before, but there's one name, one word that you recognize. And that word, you know the translation. And as you kind of look at that, in Goblin, it's Dracoral, but you know that there's a village just beyond. This was always in Drome, just beyond the mountain range in Breland. On this side, everyone calls it Dry Gulch, but you know its true name, which is Dracoral, and it's the exact start of the map.
Mm. For now, Soren keeps this information to herself.
All right.
Wow. But
Don't
fair.
you see? They fit. All three. It's together. We can go. Fira, we can go. He goes to like collect them all, and he kind of like looks up at Styles, and he like he just kind of like he's shaking.
Nog.
Listen, we could go to a map maker and perhaps get a
There we
copy.
go. Nog, you know how important your map is to you, right? The other maps are just as important to other people. You wouldn't want them to take your map because it fits theirs,
That's
right?
not going to work. That's not
Yeah, I
going to work on
think
him.
so,
I've
but I
tried
figured I would
that.
try. No, I know.
Everything is his.
I know. All right,
Wait,
Nog, we're gonna go to a map maker and we're gonna get some more maps made so you all can have maps, okay?
why don't we just have an agreement here where we all go together?
The one of the goblin.
Oh shit! I forgot there's still a bunch of people around.
Mm-hmm. The goblin and an orc step up. The orc is just kind of like watching, but he turns to you, Styles, and he says, "Are you ready to go?"
Can I just have a moment, please?
We don't want to stay. There could be more of these savages. As he glares towards,
The savages.
all of you. Nog, Fira, Silas, Tarosha, and Soren. But his gaze kind of like it is not as much of a glare as he looks towards Soren and Nog. And he just kind of shakes his head and he says, You have 10 minutes. And he just kind of goes back. The goblin, though, he's looking at the map.
Yeah. Pick it up. Let's deal with this later.
Do you say pick it up out loud?
No. Just gonna...
So
I don't know. How far away am I?
I'm going to say you guys are probably all up on the gallows, since that's where you kind of spread it around. So you guys are kind of probably all up here, kind of looking at it.
And the goblin is over here?
Yep, the goblin's over here. The map's right here, spread out on the ground, and he's looking at it.
Styles, grab.
Nog's gonna try and snatch them all.
Yeah, I guess
so.
Hold on to my piece.
Okay. Aww. Hold on, I gotta.
Wait.
Why are you
Listen,
creating extras
everyone.
of them?
I should have played a sorcerer. I'd have mage hand? God damn it.
It seems to
make
me
a
like
dex
we all
check.
have something. Oh.
Are you trying to grab more than one, or just yours?
The one that I had my hand on.
Okay, I'll give you advantage.
Oh yeah, he never let it go.
Where is it? That's
Just hit the plus. Yeah, you can hit
Yeah,
the
it's
plus.
still terrible. Little bastard.
He snatches all three. Like, you just were not anticipating how much. And he just kind of glares at the goblin, and ducks behind Fira. The goblin looks up at you, Styles, and he just says, "What's that?"
It is mine, and I look at them significantly.
He just says, "I have not seen that dialect in many a year. It is an old thing that you have from my kin. May I see it?" Nog just furiously clutches them and shakes his head. He kind of says in a lower voice, "He wants to steal it."
Who wants to see?
Takes one to know one.
Maybe he just wants to... you?
It's not exactly been my day. First I am almost killed, and then I am robbed.
Join the party, pal.
He just shakes his head and again, we leave.
I need to have my piece
With
back.
or without you.
I'm coming as soon as I get my piece back.
He just shrugs, and the rest of them move off. I hate that there are two layers.
I paid you good coin for this.
They just look back at you and say, if you're coming, join us. But they don't go too much farther. They just kind of wait at the edge here.
Okay. So Styles starts to try to go around them. Give it back.
Can Nog
Give it back.
can Nog and Fira run? Can Nog and Fira try to make a run for it?
they could, but at this point, I would say that this is a pretty good stopping point, as Styles is lashing out, trying to snatch a hold of Nog as he weaves in between Tarosha, Fira, and Soren.
Yeah, I land on the ground, try to die for him, and he gets out of the way.
He's a quick little bastard.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we will. So just quickly looking at the schedule, I've got us for every other Friday. So our next game will be August 27th.
All right, sounds good to me.
August 27th.
Yeah, and for Rachel and Shai, we do have, which we might have. I don't know if we have to invite you. We do have a Google Calendar on Concordia Discordia.
Yeah, it's public. So
it's public, so you can add it if you want. That way, you get reminders or whatever, and you can
Really
see.
helpful.
Yep. I try and keep it up to date.
I just appreciate the way that you said that. Like, I don't know if we have to invite you. I get it. Like,
Well,
whatever.
I remembered I couldn't create my games until I was denubified, so I couldn't remember.
Oh, yeah. Jamie holds real tight onto those new brains. To give people too much leeway. What?
right, all right.
Andy doesn't like my bard, obviously, according to the chat here.
All right, let's be fair. Jamie doesn't like anybody's anything. It's fine.
I don't know what to say.
Well, but you're an outsider. I think you're going to try and kill us in our sleep for our map.
Sure.
All right.
After
well,
you guys
definitely
rob the guy. Yeah, I see how it is.
Rob the new guy. I definitely learned a lot about Foundry, so hopefully next week there'll be a little bit smoother as I continue to learn more. And-
How long do you plan? I don't want to like metagame or whatever, but how much do you plan on us spending in town? Are we planning to stay in town for a while?
Probably not.
Okay. I was just going to ask for more info on like the town setup if we were, but if not, then no.
Yeah.
All right. I like it so far. It's good.
Well, thanks
That's
fun.
fun.
Everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah,